Hello everyone! Welcome back to another playthrough of Final Girl. And today I'm playing as Cindy. I think this is a reference to Cindy Lou Who, but she looks like an elf. So she's an elf, but she's also a who. Anyway, playing as Cindy, and we're playing against the horde of zombies. This is the vignette, Terror from the Grave. And as the role came up last week, we're using Santa's Village as the location. And as you may have remembered from last week, Santa's Village, because I played Santa's Village last week, every time I move Cindy into a space with villagers, they are the elves. They're more elves, and they talk and stuff, and they cause me to waste time. So I have to use one time for every villager in the space that I move into. And that, I believe, is the only thing specific to Santa's Village. The zombie horde works very differently, where the object of the game for this is to kill all the zombies. So if I can go through and kill this one, that one, that one, and that one before any more spawn, then I win. But that is really unlikely because more zombies will spawn every round. The interesting thing is, or one of the fail mechanisms is if I need to spawn more than 3 hordes, which a horde happens when at least 3 zombies end up in the same space, then I put a horde out there, and then they just gain health based on the number of zombies in it. If I have to put out a 4th horde, then I will lose. Beyond that, I just keep going until I die. or I kill all the zombies. There is an extra thing for this where one vehicle happens to be in there, and there's no vehicle for Santa's Village, so I'm using the ski dozer because that makes the most thematic sense. And the ski dozer will be in one of 3 locations. However, there are 4 of these tokens here, and it says, and obviously 3 of the 4 are not vehicle, and the 4th one is vehicle, and it says to mix these up and put them on the exit spaces. And I am deliberately not paying attention to that, but one of you may be able to figure out where it is. So I will put 1 vehicle token on that exit space, 1 vehicle token on that exit space, and then it says if there are any remaining, put the final one on the exit space farthest, which these 2 are equally far, so I'm just going to put it on that one. Farthest from the starting space. All right, let's see. Last thing is I need to come up with a final health token for Cindy. And the zombies don't have final health tokens. They just have what they have, and that is all. So I will choose this one so you can see what I have, whether I have final health or not, or extra health or not. Also, the regular zombies just have 1 health each, and the hordes have health equal to the number of zombies in them, which I will just add to that if this zombie horde has more that are added to it. I believe that is it on upkeep. Yeah, I have Cindy's special item there if I happen to win. Cindy is interesting. She has 5 health, and each of her rescue spaces allow her to move a space, which is cool. And then if I'm able to get her super special power, which I still haven't ever gotten, then I get an automatic success anytime I resolve a walk or a sprint, which is pretty cool. And I might have a chance of doing that because she only needs 4 rescued to get that. So let's get this party. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I also chose the protect card from the signature actions. And I just figured, because every time a victim dies, they get replaced by a zombie. So I figured it would be better to protect them. Anyway, here we go. So we started on horror level 4. I'm going to be using this weak attack a lot because the zombies only take 1 damage. So I'm going to hold on to that. We will try walking, and I think I may even try focusing for this first turn. But after that, I'm going to be grabbing... Oh, and by the way, the minions don't even attack. All the zombies that are not the hordes don't even actually attack right away. So that's... Oh, and they also, I forgot to mention, they also only move once per turn. And if they can't get to their focus, then they just panic. So let's start off with, I would love to get this slingshot so that I can shoot from a space away, but the woodcutter's axe would be nice too. So I'm thinking about going to Santa's house and maybe pulling some of those into an exit, although I could just take these two right to the exit and then I could see if the vehicle is there. That's not a bad idea. So we're gonna walk. We're just gonna go ahead and walk. We get 2 dice for this. And we got 1 success, not too bad. Move up to 1 space. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go here. That will take 2 time because there's 2 people there. And then I use 1 time because that's what that was. I'm not sure I'm gonna bother focusing. Although I could get more time. And I didn't have to use anything for that. So I could also lose time if I get a 1 and a 2, or 2 1s or 2 2s. Okay, or what could I buy with 3? I could buy a search and a protect, or a sprint and a protect. Yeah, I'll go ahead and stop here, and I'm just going to buy a sprint and a protect because that is 3 right there. So this will go back there, bring that back up, turn that, and we have resolve the killer action. So each zombie will target the closest person. So this one's going to go there, and that's it. This one's going to go there, and that's it. This one's going to go there, and this one can't get to its target, which its target would be over here. And so we are going to have it panic. And it rolled a 5, so it's going to move right there. And then, after all zombies have moved, we spawn 1 zombie. And this right here, by the way, is the track for how many zombies spawn. And let me double check, because I believe they spawn in the space that... in an exit space with the least number of zombies in it. If multiples are tied for the least, start with the one farthest. So, a zombie will spawn right there. Okay, and then we draw a terror card. A minor dark power already. I rarely have gotten dark powers. Mom, is that you? If a victim would panic, instead move it toward the closest enemy. When 3 zombies or 1 horde have been killed and placed on this card, remove it from the game. Okay, well, we have our first minor power, and each time I kill a zombie, it's going to go on there. And so panicking victims are going to move toward, are not going to actually panic. Okay, and that was it. No victim was killed. And there's still terror cards, so that's not a thing. Oh, the first horde that's created will reveal the dark power, by the way. Okay, so there is absolutely 0 reason for me to not go ahead and attack this guy. So we're going to do a weak attack. See if we can kill our first zombie. And bummer. I'm gonna have to discard 2, and I'll lose a health also. So we're gonna discard a short rest and one of these foci. And that will give us 1 success, so I lose 1 health, and this zombie is dead. Cool. Okay, then I would like to... Should I sprint or walk? Well... Doesn't really matter. I think I'll save sprint for when I really need to move. Although... No, I'm gonna save sprint. So we're gonna walk. Now, here's the thing. If I need to discard, then I'll have to discard these 2. However, I wouldn't have to discard to move there. I would just lose more time and lose another health. Well, let's see what happens before I really discuss that. And I got 1 success, so I get to move up to 1 space, and I use 1 time. So these guys are coming here. I get to move 2 spaces because of that, but before we do that, let's see. There is no vehicle there. Okay, well, I don't need that anymore. Okay, and I get to move up to 2 spaces, so actually we're gonna go to Santa's workshop so I can pick up an axe. I really like that slingshot. We're gonna get this axe first. Okay, so having said that, I now need to pick up a search for 2. I'm gonna finish, that's gonna be the end of my, yeah, that's gonna be the end of the action phase. So search for 2, I think I will, Oh, and that's right. I just remembered one of the rules is if there's more than 1 minion in the same place and I deal more than 1 damage, I can distribute it. Which is kind of the same as what happens with the Horde anyway. Okay. So I have 3 left. Maybe I'll go for a distraction? No, I think I will pick up another search since I'm planning on going over there, and a close call. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then obviously I'm taking that walk as well. These are all 0s, which will go there. Okay, reset that, and resolve the killer action. So, these 2 are just gonna stay there. This is going to move in there. This is going to move in there, and we already have a potential issue with a horde maybe forming soon. Oh boy. Yep, because another zombie is going to spawn, and it's going to spawn right there. There we go. All right, and we have another terror card. I'm the meat in the zombie sandwich. Oh no. All right, so it looks like all the zombies are going to kill somebody right now. If there's at least 1 horde in play, we also increase the horror level, but that doesn't happen. So, is that right? I'm actually not sure. Let me see here. So... I think that might be under minions in here. Minions! Minions can be present. It doesn't say anything about that. Oh, here we go, attacking. killer phase, when playing with minions, the killer phase follows the same rules with the following changes. In addition to resolving the killer action, it can also be a minion action. Resolving terror cards, all enemies will perform any killer actions one at a time. Minions act first. Okay, so that answers my question right there. So each of these zombies is going to kill a victim. So victim dead turns into a zombie, raises the bloodlust. Victim dead turns into a zombie, raises the bloodlust. Victim dead. This is our first horde. Oh boy. And, oh, and I gain 1 horror. And that raises the bloodlust again. Oh, by the way, we have a, if you end the action phase in a space with 3 or more victims, reduce the horror by 2 and discard this card. Well, had I realized that, I probably would have gone there first, but that's okay. Had I remembered that. But we have an event. It's Santa! Oh, that's hilarious. Place Santa in Santa's house. While Santa is with you, there is no limit to the number of victims that will follow you. Santa can only be attacked if there are no other victims in his space. If Santa is killed, oh gosh. Raise bloodlust by 2 and 2 horror. Wow, I need to get over there ASAP. Okay, but we need to reveal the dark power. Oh, and this zombie has 3 health. Legion. When spawning zombies, spawn an additional zombie in the exit space nearest you. Yay. Oh boy. I do not foresee winning this, just looking at that. Okay. Whew. Well, there we go. Victim was killed this turn, so panic all victims in the killer's space. So we are panicking all of those. Okay, but victims move toward the closest enemy, so they stay there. Wow. Oh boy. Okay, I need to run. Okay, and that is all, so it is my turn. So we are going to run. Sprint. Oh no, I need to search first. Okay, we're gonna search. Oh man. Should I just go ahead and... No, I really need that woodcutter's axe. So here we go. That is 1 success. Take the top item at your space. Very nice. That is a 2-handed. And that requires 1 time. Okay, then we are going to sprint. And I'd really like to get a 3-space movement. That would be really nice. Well, I think I will discard... You know, if I discard 4 cards, I will move up to 3 spaces. But I don't think that is quite worth it. So, let's discard a focus. And should I go ahead and discard close call? Yes. That gives me 1 success. Oops. I'm gonna move 1, 2. And then should I walk? I'm gonna get those back. I really don't want to lose these 2 cards. Well, I can succeed at a heavy loss. I can still move at a heavy loss if I miss it. I think it's worth it because then I can use Protect. Being in the same room as them. And I can keep Santa from having an issue. Ooh. I'm gonna lose 3 time on that. Well, that's all right. We're gonna walk. We're just gonna try it. I don't like doing stuff with this few cards in my hand, but... Oh, gosh. Okay, that's okay. I'm still gonna move. I'm gonna have to take 1 damage, and I lose 2 time, which is a bummer because I lose 3 time for being in the same space as them, which means I have nothing to buy cards with, but at least I have a bunch of 0-cost cards. So we're okay. We're okay. So we're gonna put these back where they belong. We have search, sprint, and these are 0s, and the close call. Okay, and that goes back up there. And now it is the killer phase. So these 2 are just gonna stay there. And we're doing the minions first. Now, these 2 will move in here. And this is the last one. It will panic, but the only thing to do is move it into here, which means it goes away and we have 1 more health there. And then we move the killer. So it is going to, oh gosh. It's gonna move over here and kill this victim. Raises the bloodlust, and it becomes a zombie, which increases that one's health. Oh gosh. Oh, and I forgot to spawn a zombie. So, where were we? Here. We'll spawn a zombie at the farthest place, and then the closest one because of that. Oh, we're gonna have another horde here pretty soon, I think. Okay, then we have a terror card. Santa, where are you? Raise horror by 1, that is not good. Then each of them are going to target me. Wow. And I don't have a normal guard, shoot. Well, thankfully, each of the zombies attacks as 1, so unless it's the horde, it's not going to hurt me much. So minions go first, so they are, that first set of 2 is going to hit me for 1. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah, okay. And then this one's gonna move, or excuse me, this one panics because it can't reach its target. These 2 also can't reach their target. Let me just double check that because that doesn't... See, movement. Does not have enough movement to get to its normal targeting rules for movement, except that if it can't reach its target, it will panic. Yep. If it can't reach its target, it will shamble 1 space in a random direction. Okay, so this zombie is going to get a 5 and move over here. And this zombie is going to get a 1 and move over here. And then this one will shamble in that direction. And then we have the horde. So they're going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2, closer to me. And can't deal any damage. Okay, I was attacked, so I don't increase horror again. And people were killed, so these are going to panic, but again, they just move toward the closest enemy. So that doesn't even happen. Okay, so, oh boy, now we have some interesting things going on. Oh, and we also have to deal with the fact that they will not... Oh, I ended the action phase in a space with 3 or more victims. I forgot about that. So I decrease the horror level and discard this card. Cool. So, let's see. So they will not follow me into the killer space, which means if I move there, then they will have to stay. Okay. But first thing we're going to do is try and attack these 2 zombies. So we have this going on. Nice! That's just 3 hits, which is just 2 kills. So these 2 will go on here, which means this is now gone. And so now they panic as normal. Okay. Should I maybe do a short rest or something as long as I am here? The problem is that horde is going to attempt to attack. However, it will come in and attempt to attack one of the victims. And I have this protect card, which I will still end up taking a lot of damage. Boy. Well, I'm really gonna want to buy this Furious Strike. So I need 4 time. It would be a good idea to search here, so I can hit it from afar. Potentially. Oh, that can only modify the weak attack. Well, you know what? I'm actually not going to bother with that. I think I'm going to call this good for now. Maybe a short rest would be in order. No, I'm going to call that good because I need more cards. So, bummer is there's going to be another horde that is created here. Yep, we're going to call that good. Okay, so then I'm going to buy things. I'm going to buy this for 4. I have 2 left. I think, man, I'm going to pick these up. As much as I want the sprint, I should probably get these 2 close calls so I have more cards to discard. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I am at the limit. That will work. Bring that back up. And this weak attack by itself is going to go there. Yep. Okay. So, killer action. All of these guys are going to do their thing. These guys are going to move in here along with there. And we are getting another horde with 3 health. This one is going to panic. That is a 5. It's going to go back there. Okay. Then we spawn more zombies. So we're going to have 1 here and 1 here because of that. And then the killer phase. So I don't believe this one acts because it was just created. So because it just acted all of the zombies, that makes thematic sense. So this one is going to come in here and attack a victim. And so I will play Protect. Ah! Do I want to do that? Because here is the problem. No, I can't do that. If I do that, then I'm going to end up taking at least 2 damage because it does 4 damage, which is going to be a problem. And I have no way of getting any back because this can only reduce it down to 2. So I'm going to let that happen. We have one there, which is going to turn into a zombie. And then Bloodlust goes up by 1, which means we have more horror. Yay! At least we're still only spawning 1. Okay. So that happens. Then we're going to draw a terror card. Elf Hunt. Yay! If there are no victims on the board, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, target victim and attack. Target victim and attack. Okay, so since these guys are going to, well, all of them are going to panic, they just move there. This guy is going to kill this one, which does that and increases Bloodlust. And this one is going to kill this one, which does that and this. And we have a new event. Oh boy, busy, busy, busy. We have to do this, we have to do that. 2 more events. Discard that card. Okay, Christmas Eve. I'll pull one out. We have to load Santa's sleigh. During upkeep, roll a die and remove the top item card from the game at the following item space. Put that over there so I don't forget it. It's probably not gonna matter at all. Blizzard. Ah, we have these Blizzard tokens here. I can't see a gosh darn thing. Place a Blizzard token in each space adjacent to the village center. There are only 2. Oh, there are only 2. Okay. During each upkeep phase, move each Blizzard token 1 space clockwise in the spaces surrounding the village center. Oh. You may not move into a space with a Blizzard token. Well, that stinks. Put this over here because it will be the upkeep phase, and I will have to do that. Wow. Okay, so that was the terror card. Oh, excuse me, now I have to do that again. Holy moly. I'm definitely gonna lose this. Yeah, because that was just one of these. Now I have to do that again, which means all the single zombies are gonna panic. So one of you, that's a 4, you're gonna go there, right? No, yes. And then the other one, got a 2, is going to move here. This one gets a 3, is moving there. And then these guys are going to go 1, 2, and kill that, and gain 1. And that one is going to kill this one, and gain 1 health. Oh yay! Oh, I'd better rescue Santa. Okay. So this is going there. Victims were killed, so you are panicking. Only I may not move into a space. Okay, so this guy is going to move down here, which really isn't any better. And I need to get Santa out of there because he's gonna get killed. And that's really bad for me. And I'm probably not going to get Sandy's special power. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so now we'll do the Blizzard first. That's going to move there. This will move here. And then we're going to roll a die. That hasn't happened before, and then I knocked that off. All right, that is a 6. The stables will lose the milk and cookies. So put them on the bottom of there. Okay, back to the action phase, and I will have to do a Furious Strike here. Just right off the bat. Furious Strike. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and discard. I don't need 2 focuses, so I'll discard 1 close call and 1 focus to make that 2 successes. We're going to reduce horror by 1 and 2 damage plus 2 here. So 4 damage to this zombie horde, which is awesome. I wish I could do another 4. I could potentially... No, I don't. I have the weak attack here. I can't even do another 3. That's too bad. So in other words, I'm going to need to get Santa the heck out of there. I can't do that because I can't move there. Okay, I'm gonna have to rest. Oh gosh. Yep, we're gonna have to rest. Oh boy. I'm going to re-roll all dice for 2. Okay, 1 success. I could discard 2 cards for a second success. I don't think I'm going to use this search anymore. So let's discard these 2 and gain 2 health. Okay. Okay, so I have 4 remaining. I think I will pick up I'd like to get Retaliate, but they're not going to attack me until after that. Let's get a sprint so I can get Santa out of here. So that's 2. I can get 2 more. I'll take a guard, I think, in this weak attack. And put these things back here. Okay, that is all. And it is now the killer action phase. So this guy is going to panic. 2. Move right there. That guy's going to stay there. This guy's going to panic. 2. Oh, move back there. Interesting. And then spawn more zombies. So we're now spawning 2 plus 1 in a space nearest me. So we're going to go least number of zombies, and then 1 in the nearest one to me. Okay. And then the hordes go, and this guy's going to come over here and kill this one, which will increase the bloodlust level again, and its health by 1 again. Okay, and the other one's going to attack Santa, and I can't let that happen because that would be extraordinarily bad. So I'm going to play Protect. So I can reduce damage from attack by 2 and take any remaining instead of the victim, or by 1. So it, oh gosh, it's 6. No matter what, that is enough to kill me. So I can't even do that. I have to go with the really bad thing over here. Okay. Can't do that. Santa is killed. Santa is killed. Santa's now a zombie. Alright, so I increase the bloodlust by 2 and I gain 2 horror. So bloodlust goes up. Boop, boop. I discard a terror card twice and increase their health twice. Oh boy. Well, all of the victims are gone. So now I guess there is some light at the end of the tunnel in the sense that now all I have to do is just go around whacking zombies. Hopefully that will be okay. Okay. That was the end of the killer action. Yes. They're coming to get you! I should have picked up on a retaliate, but that's okay. Okay, so they're, oh my gosh, they are all going to come and try and attack me. Okay, so this one's gonna come over here and whack me for 1. Then this one can't get to me, so it's gonna panic. That is a 6. This one's going to panic, but it just comes here. This one's gonna panic, it just comes here. These two are just gonna go there. Okay, this one will move 2. Now I'm not sure, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm not sure if it picks them up just moving through their space. Let us see. Considered a killer for all purposes. Moves as a single unit, and if it ever shares a space with a zombie, the zombie is removed from the board and the health of the horde is increased by 1. Okay, so these two are going away, and the blue one gets 2 more health. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. And then the other one is attacking me, and at least I have a guard this time. So I can ignore... Oh, whoops. This one is supposed to do that. So actually, it didn't attack me because it got absorbed into the horde. So there's that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna discard 2 cards. This protect doesn't matter anymore. So I'm gonna discard that and the walk to turn that into 2 successes, and I ignore all damage, which is stinking awesome. Okay. Now I kind of do need the slingshot. Okay, that was this. Did I think I increased that already. Oh no. Had I gotten down to here and I moved it up here and I increased it by 1, obviously you guys know. Or am I gonna have to increase it to here now? No, I wouldn't have done that early. I gotta do things in order. Okay, well, we're gonna assume that I had not moved that yet. So that's gonna go there, which really stinks because I don't even, oh. Yeah, no, I don't even have a focus. Upkeep phase, Blizzard moves again. Oops. Right to there. This goes there. And I roll a die. And 5 is the stables, so the stables loses another one. This is gone because Santa's dead. Oh boy. All right. I don't like that being upside down. Okay, so it's my action phase, and I'd better whack and run. And shoot, I have 1 die. And I don't even have anything that can increase anything. The most I can hope for is moving up to 2 spaces. Which won't even be enough. There's no way. I can't win this at this point. Because even if I move, they're both gonna come and get me. And deal 6 damage. I could pick up a retaliate, but even that, I only have 1 die, and I'll only be able to reduce it by 2. Well, we'll play it out, but I believe at this point, I cannot win. So, we're gonna sprint. Hey! Move up to 2 spaces. Don't mind if I do. I'll go here. I just realized I don't think I spawned anything. I don't remember if I spawned any minions during the minion phase. But it doesn't matter, I'm not going to win anyway. Okay, so move 2 spaces and do that. I just realized, why would I do that? There's 0 reason to do that, because they're just going to move in. They can move anyway. No, I'm not going to sprint. I'm going to have done a weak attack. That makes more sense. Okay. 1 success means I do 3 damage to him. And lose 1 health. Okay. And I didn't lose that. Okay, so I'm actually going to discard both of these cards for that. I'm going to pick up a retaliate. I'm going to pick up a guard because I have to. So that's 6. I have 2 left. And I will pick up the 2 close calls along with these. And see if that can sneak me along for just a little bit longer. Okay. So, killer phase. These are each going to panic. Oops. That one's going to go there. This one is going to go here. And this one is going to go here. Then we have 2 more. We'll go there, and then another one will go here. And then this guy is going to attack me. And I'm going to retaliate with my 1 die. Oh, yay. Okay. Discard these 2 close calls. Reduce the attack by 2. So it hits me for 4. But I do 3 damage back. So I'm going to do my 3 damage back. And it hits me for 4. So here we go. 2 and 3 damage. Do I continue or do I not? Hey, I get 2 health back. So I get this and 1. I can't do that again. Okay, that's it. And then this one is going to move in and attack me. And I'm going to play guard. And I now truly am dead because, well, even if that wasn't a fail, well, I reduce it by 1. That's 5 damage. I have 2 health left. Cindy has 2 health left. I'm dead! No! Overrun by... Santa's village was overrun by zombies and killed everyone. Well, well, well. I did not do very well on that one, but that's okay. Well, we had fun anyway. And Santa showed up and turned into a zombie himself. And... yeah. Wow. Okay, well, another loss. And this time to the zombies. Next time, we will play. I'm going to pull out the dice here. And each time I'm going to change what this, the question mark is. Because now I have, because there's something else that I haven't played with. So we played Santa's Village and the zombies. The other thing that's not on here is Krampus. So if I get the question mark, then that will be Krampus for next time. So here we go. We have the Ratchet Lady in the Storybook Woods. That is our next week's episode. And that should be fun. I haven't played the Storybook Woods since the first episode of this. And this, I think, is the 6th game I've done, right? So there's 5 of those, and the this one, the one that this came in. And so this would be the 6th one because I did the vignette after that. So yeah, so I haven't played the Storybook Woods since then. And the Ratchet Lady is going to be really interesting. I think that was my first win, if I remember right. And she just keeps healing herself. Anyway, so fun. I still really enjoy this game, even when I lose, which says a lot about this game. So that's 2 more losses in a row. 2 losses in a row at this point. We'll see if I can't turn that back around. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and thank you for watching this whole game, and I will talk to you next time. Have fun. Bye-bye!